Hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me for another session of the Immortals form. So we're going to start with the Phoenix as a warm-up. Let's take right hand in fist, please, left hand straight, tucking back the thumb, feet together, hands together, and press forwards. Very good. So easing out of your stance. Just a little bit of movement before we start doing choreography. Just do a little bit of rotation of your center, feel into the four corners. Good. It's amazing how the body can clunk and crack. Good. Let's change direction, please. Good, and ease out of your stance. Let's do a few hip rotations, circling from inside to outside in 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. You can pat the leg if you like. 1, 2, 3. Just do what you can. If you know yourself that that isn't a nice exercise for you, you can adapt it, do something else. Just get moving. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now we're going to go inwards. So 1, 2, 3. Lift the leg and pull it across. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The 3 steps really just helps you to regain your balance. Good. And shake out. Lovely. All right, let's get going then with our Phoenix and graceful clouds of blessing. I'll do it once facing you, just for clarity of hand movements, and then I'll do it with my back to you. We'll all do the same thing. Are we ready? So feet together, lengthening up through the top of the head. Calming down through your system, relaxing, listening, letting go. Let's gently press the fingers down. And begin. And earth rotations. Sun and moon rotations. Crashing tides, splashing river. Mist forming pearl. Sunshine fills the halls. Immortal rides the donkey. Phoenix stretching its wing. Dragon chasing Phoenix. Swimming dragon. Reverse pouring gourd. Phoenix greets the morning sun. Phoenix in graceful clouds of blessing. Reverse rolling clouds. Phoenix couple return home. Return to neutral. And close. Very good. Okay, let's do it again. I'm going to turn my back now and we'll all do it the same way. Are we ready? Calming down. Pressing the fingers to the floor. And we begin. Good. All right. Okay, so can I have thumbs up if you would like to see it front view again, maybe closer? No? But one's saying yes. Okay, shall we do that then? I'll come a bit closer. So hopefully you have an idea what the legs are doing. So I'll come a bit closer so you can see the hands in a bit more close up. And I'll maybe guide you at the points where you're moving your feet. Okay, so prepare, please. Excuse me. Honk. All right. So again, you don't really need to see my head either. I really want you just to see the details. So if I was in front of you, you probably wouldn't be looking at my face. All right. So ready? We lengthen up. Calming down. Let's press the fingers down. Ready. Toes are pointing forwards. Step. Again, toes point forwards if you can. And keep turning. Goes up and over the rainbow. And relax down. Step. Into the rainbow. And squeeze. Dragging your fingers behind. And turn. Good. Left hand on fist. Feet parallel. Three scoops. Feel for the energy between your hands. Scoop and step across right. Scoop and step open with the left. Turn the toes to the corner, waist turns. Squash the ball, step back left. Step back left. Turn, turn. Right hand over. Left over. All expand. Right hand in fist. Chase the fist. Up, step. And expand. Deep breath. Return. The center. And rest. Well done. Lovely. Good. So hopefully you're feeling a bit warmer. And the Phoenix is coming on nicely. I hope you're enjoying that practice and that it's making a bit more sense as we continue to practice. Once you have got a form, it's all too tempting to go, yeah, I've got that and move on. But actually, once you have learned a form, that's really just the beginning of your practice. Then we use it again and again. The familiar moves allow you to be more and more aware of what's actually going on in your body, and that you can continuously adjust and work with your alignment. A really nice practice, as you know, is to do standing practice, where you're just helping your system relax in good alignment, in good posture, with the top of the head floating up and your body hanging down. But you can take any movement of any form and freeze frame and do exactly the same thing as your standing practice. So checking your posture, holding it, releasing through it. So making sure nothing's locked or tight. So any part of the form, any part, if you really want to go for it, try doing a single leg practice and see if you can hold it for 5-10 minutes. Maybe not that long, but any point, you can just freeze frame and hold and see if you can get the best alignment possible and release and relax through the posture as you hold it. It's a really good practice. You'll see the Chen masters do that, but they'll just say, okay, take a pose, any pose, and I will correct it. And they'll come in and they'll give like these tiny little corrections. Okay, sometimes they're big corrections, but often it's just a little, and that can make all the difference. And you can do a lot of that for yourself. So give it a go, a little bit of your own personal practice. Maybe start with things that aren't too, exotic, not too painful for yourself to do, but try and hold a pose. So for example, you could hold your hug ball having stepped forwards and just check that everything is nice and in line, that your body is hanging down with gravity, that you're breathing, that you're letting go through your posture. You're keeping your fingers and your hands energized. You're not flopping or collapsing. Often when we say relax, people go, oh. But that is, in Chinese, we call that collapsing. I say Chinese, yeah, I'm not Chinese, but the system calls that collapsing. So we want to be buoyant, rather like a plant. If you see a nice healthy house plant, it has structure, it has form, it's obviously relaxed, but it has form. So we don't want to droop. And you'll find that if you do droop as you hold the pose, you actually feel exhausted, and it's much harder. Whereas if you keep energy, keep your structure, and keep a feeling of vitality through to the very fingertips, you can relax into that, you can let go into that, and you actually feel more energized, relaxed, but energized as opposed to collapsed. Right. So anyway, let's have a look at our Immortals form. Let's do the whole form. We'll do it once through, see how it feels, and then if there are any troubleshooting questions, we can look at that. If not, we might do it 3 times and then focus at the end section of the form. All right, so let's begin. I'm not going to do this facing me. I'll have to practice doing the mirror, but I must admit I'm not confident yet with mirroring. So we begin with our heels together, lengthening up through the top of the head, breathing, relaxing, calming down, letting go. Pressing the fingers gently down towards the floor. Feel your energy awakening. And let's begin with scoop. Left hand scoops under. Turn heel out. Step for emerging dragon. Toes, toes, sit back. Turning in. Release the left foot. Lift, immortal lifts mountain. Dragon into water. Back and through. Left shoulder back for the beginning of dragon tiger confrontation. 1, 2, 3, and flying dragon. Turn, turn, step, right stone. Finger strike. Left shoulder back. Retaining the flood. Step, expand. Sit back. Gather. Up and over. Relax down. Left toes in. Step. Half step. Step back left. Step back right. And forwards. Circle. And come in. Forwards. Bending the floor stroke. Step back left. Turn into the left. Cross hands and split. Step and bounce the back foot halfway in. Left over right, step back left, roll, step back right, step forwards and bounce the back foot halfway in. Heel down, up, step back and relax, down. Casting the fishing line, cross the arm, up and over, left hand and foot, step back where you came, flip the toes. Right foot into left hand, step, brush knee to the corner, pluck and come in. I'm going to shift over for brush knee push to the left. Right arm comes across, circling, step the back foot through, brush knee push. Immortal couple, right hand plucks into hook, turning the right toes in to face the back and step to the side left. Hands over feet. Turn the toes, pluck left, open right. Pluck right, open left, left shoulder back. Keep turning. Now our circle walking, we step to the 9 o'clock position, open hands, keep circling. Step to the 12 o'clock position, turn the toes out. Lift the left foot, step down to 6 o'clock, keep circling. Right palm facing in, foot into hand, step down, keep circling. Right hand brings the left foot. Expand as we step down, gather, right hand on your left, turn palms, step bounce halfway in. Step back. Right hand crosses over left, circle for golden cocktail. Step down, golden cocktail. Wheel and hand down. Step down, cross arms, step diagonally back, open. Gather into fists, turning left, feed the weight right, right hand up, left hand down. Swing the left foot, step back to where you came, going in, stepping out, block position, and take a breath. Relax down. Oh, return, what's it, the way descending, that's called. And close. Good, and recover. Good, take a moment, have a breath. Now I have written the names of the moves down for you, and for myself. Boom, 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 boom. But I don't have it in this room, I think it's next door. So could you have a wee go yourself just for a few seconds, and I'll see if I can get the names of the moves. So have a wee play, even if it's just a section. Give it a go for a few seconds. This is really fun recording time. Right, I'll be back in a second. Hello, folks. Sorry, no, I can't lay my hands on it just straight away, so we'll leave it for next time. But we will. Next time we will look at all the names of the moves in more clarity. I've got most of them there, but just some of them. I just want to get them absolutely right for you. Okay, so are there any questions? Is there any part that is sort of screaming at you that you want to play with or clarify? No? Okay, let's go again then, shall we? How did you get on your own? Did you manage? So, I know I can see these big smiles. It can mean one of two things. Okay, so let's go again. We'll do the whole form. I'm trying to sort of dial it back, so each time I say less, to give you a chance to just relax and enjoy it. So see how you get on. I will guide you when I feel it's appropriate. We'll see how we get on. Okay, are we ready? Lengthening up. Relaxing down. And let's begin. I did it wrong. Can we do it again? Apologies. Okay, ready? Just didn't get my heel out. It didn't feel right. Okay, ready? Deep breath. Ready. And scoop. Left shoulder back. My right shoulder back for flying dragon. Left shoulder back. Step right, bounce the back foot halfway in. Step back with the back foot. Cross split. Step front foot, bounce back foot. Step back with the back foot. Step back with the front foot. Front foot steps, bounce the back foot. Heel down. And step back. Passing the fishing line. Step, turn, toes. Right foot into left hand. Step, brushing to the corner. And in. Again, I'm going to take my space. You can if you need to. Ready, brush knee, push left. Right hand crosses over, circles. Step the back foot through, brush knee. Good, heel and hand sinks down. Right hand makes hook, turn on the heel to face the back, and step separate. To immortal, so immortal couple. Pinch left hand, bring it up as you turn, open right hand, pinch right hand, open left, as you pull the left side back. Now we do our circle walking, expand, step, squeeze in, turn into a wide step, back foot swings up, step down. Keep circling arms. Arm faces in, back foot kicks right. Step down, keep circling. Hand brings opposite leg. Expand, gather, turn palm step, half step. Step back, cross, circle, golden buckle. Step down, golden buckle. Step down, step back, expand, sit back, make fists, drawing into the left, feed the weight right, right hand up, left hand down, open the left leg, and step down. Strike a pose. Drawing in, stepping out, strike a pose. Cross hands, deep breath, the weight descending, calming down to center. Breathe, let go, and close. Very well done. I'm warm enough to turn my heating off now. So how do you feel? Pretty good? So, good, excellent. Yeah. Let's do one more time through the whole thing, and then we'll look at the end in a little bit more detail. Okay. I keep promising that we will do the jump kick, if you want to do that as opposed to the golden couple, and I still have not just sort of done my homework on it, so I must apologize. I am going to do it with you, but I want to get it right myself to the best of my ability before I try and pass it on. So at the end of the form there, when you have your circle, that could be a kick, but I just can't work out how to do it. Yeah. So that could be a lift and kick. But I'm not ready to share it with you because I don't know it myself. I always do the golden cockerel, and Willem often does the kick. So I will I'll shake him down for information and refer back to Master Lok's video as well. Okay, guys, so let's do one more time the whole form. Remember, go at your own pace. You can leave out turns if you prefer. Just hold a pose. Often the turns finish exactly where they started, so you're not losing anything if you just hold a position. I know at the end, that last position, you can't actually see what my arms are doing. The eye of the fist is facing out. I think it's called Immortals, something sacred sword. I think it's called Immortals Sacred Sword, something like that. So it's like that. So the top fist facing out, and the lower fist also kind of facing out, but rotated inwards to face out. If that makes sense? Like so. Yeah. Okay, good. So let's do the whole thing one more time and just relax, let it flow. It's a really nice way to think that the first set you do for your body memory, the second set you do for your mind, or vice versa, and the third set you do for your spirit. So you just do it for the joy of practice. And there's different ways to practice. You can do it for the sort of exam, technique, and then you can do it for the sheer joy, and it should feel different. Eventually, if you do enough technique, you can do it for sheer joy, and all the technique will be there. But it's as well sometimes to let rip and just see what happens in the flow. All right, are we ready? Prepare. Lengthening the fingers down. And again, we're going to shift. You can if you need to. Ready? To Immortals, right hand hooks, turn to face the back, step, separate. Flip the toes, left hand and hook, right hand opens, right hand and hook, left hand opens, right side back. Circle walking, expand. Step to 9, in, out to 12, turn the toe. Swing the left leg, step down, keep circling. Right hand facing in, leg left, kick, step down, keep circling. Left leg lifts. Expand as you step. Gather. And right comes the back foot in. Step right left, circle. Golden taco. Step down. Golden taco. Gather. And left, weight right, right hand up, left hand down. Open the left leg, step down. Strike a pose. Come in. Step out. Strike a pose. Open hands. Deep breath. The way descending. And close. Good job. Well done. How many times have we done it? Did we do 2? Did we do 3? We did 3. Yeah. 3. Brilliant. Okay. So shall we look a bit at the end of the form? It's a lot of strike a pose kind of thing. Kind of reminds me of
Jane, can I?
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb you there. I just realized I'm getting a bit fuzzy with the second turn in the whole movement. It's just the second one. I'm focusing on the heel down first with the right foot, and then I'm realizing my arms are totally wrong. For some reason, that connection has been made. Just at some point, that's not obviously.
That's okay. I'm just trying to work out what's the second turn. Do you know the name of it? The flying dragon?
Yeah.
Is it the swing?
Yes, it's where it's the baby in the air that Willem used to talk about.
Swing the baby. Yeah, he said swing the baby. It was really good kind of feeling, because it's like this, and you just think of baby in your arms and swing. And then he went one day, he thought, oh, maybe that's not so PC. We don't want to encourage people.
Well, it sticks in the mind because of that.
Gratitude here. Yeah, okay, let's have a look at that just for a second, shall we? Okay, so we have done our dragon tiger confrontation. That's basically your Panluji arm to your corner. So you've done your first turn, which takes you into that. And you've done Pang, Lu. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the wrong style. You've done your Pang, Lu, Ji, and An, just to get you context, everyone. So we have our left leg forwards. We're going to turn on the right foot. Now, I've discussed this with Willem, and I think we both, as well as Master Lok, just tend to turn the right foot, but that's really quite a turnout. So if you struggle with that, you can turn, let me see, where are you? G, So if you wish, you can turn your left toes in first. Yeah, okay. So if you wish, you can turn your left toes in first, which will make it a lot easier to turn. You're sort of pigeon-toed for a second, and then you're turning out your right foot to step. And you keep turning the right foot as you swing the baby up and over, and step left. Again, pigeon-toed, turn your left toes in, and keep rotating on the leg to step back right. And you can release your left foot to then sink down. So let me just do it for you. As I say, Willem and I don't bother turning the toes in to begin, we just start turning. But either way is fine. So if you watch from you can just turn right, pigeon toe left, step back right, release the left foot and fix it to relax down. Or you can start by turning in to turn out. Throw the baby over your head, pigeon-toed, step back, and fix the front foot as you come down. Okay, so you have the option if you want to be kind to yourself. If you don't want this moment of quite the turnout, just for a split second, then you turn the front foot in before you turn your other foot out.
That's great. That makes a lot of difference, Jen. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Let's all just play with it for a wee moment. We'll do it a few reps. Because as I say, it's one thing to intellectually understand what you're doing, but we want to drill it into our system by repetition. So you're very welcome, Carol. Let's do it together. Ready? So we're from Let's do it the kind way to our body. So we're going to turn the front foot in as you begin to turn. Turn the front foot in and you're rolling your hands already. So you're pigeon-toed. Turn the right foot out and swing the baby up over your head, stepping your back foot through, turn it in, and stepping your right foot back, turning out, and fixing the front foot to relax down. So we don't want to finish in this open position. We want to fix the front foot so that it's happy. Good. Let's do it again. So we're going from the position. Maybe we'll come a wee bit closer. Yeah, ready? So we turn in. As we swing down, we turn out, keep turning out. We turn in as we're swinging the baby up and over, and we're turning, stepping, releasing that front foot as we relax down. Now, my arms there were pretty awful. I was focusing on the feet. So let's do it again and see if we can get them all together. Ready? And turn in. Swing, turn out, step, turn in, step back, turning out, fix the front foot, bring it neutral, turn in. And again. Here's, I want to give you space so that you can see, but I don't want to be a dot in the distance. It's a fine one. Ready? So we turn in, turn out, start to swing the baby up. Back foot comes and steps and turns in, so you're pigeon-toed, right foot steps back, fix the front foot, you can push the heel out or you can just step it out to a more comfortable position, relax down. So never be afraid of taking little steps. If it's needed to be more comfortable, if it's needed for balance, you can do a little adjustment, or you can even do a little step. It's fine. You'll find that as you progress and become more confident, you'll need to do less and less of these little adjustment steps. Let's do it again. Ready? So we turn in, swing up, turn out, back foot comes across, turn in, step back, turning out, fix the front foot, little step or turn and sink down. Okay, now let's do it together. We'll just do it. Ready? And good. And again. And good. So we've been focusing on feet, but what we really want to feel is this barrel turn, this lovely turn and sink down. Of course, we have to focus on the feet for a bit first. Then we can focus on the flow of energy as it swings up and over and sinks down. Try again. And good. And again. Ready. And good. As you get more confident, you can travel a little bit further. It doesn't have to be all underneath you, but just one step at a time. Ready? And good. One more time. Ready? And good. Now, if you're still struggling with that, keep doing it. If you're feeling, yeah, I've got that, now let's try it, not turning in the front toe first, and see how you get on. What I find is if I don't turn the front foot, I start to step and I'm already doing a kind of a heel toe exchange thing like we do in, say, for example, Jade Maiden plays shuffles in the 24. You're doing this pivot step. So I'm not just going with this open stance. I'm opening, but I'm already starting to pivot off the back foot heel. So there's not this moment of excruciating openness, but it just happens quite naturally. So give it a go. See if it happens naturally for you, that you find yourself rotating into it, or is it still just uncomfortable? And if it's uncomfortable, or if you just don't like it, or if you just don't get it, then you can just do it as we did at the beginning, turning in first before you step open. So let's try it. Ready? And turn on the heel, swing, up, step, fix the front foot. Relax down. Good. Let's try that again. So as I say, if you're still struggling with it, just keep doing it the way we were. Turn the front toe in first. If you fancy mixing it up, seeing what it's like the other way, now's your chance. Ready? And on the heel, pivot. Up, over, and step. Good, one more time. You can make your decision. What way do you like it best for now? Ready? And right to out, left to in, right to out, left to in. And rest. Good. Well done. Do you have a preference? How did you find that second way?
Personally, so it was good for me. Sorry to interrupt again, but personally, I appreciate what you're doing with the proper way, with the foot out, and I had to go leaning against the wall. And yes, that is better, but it's too much for me at the moment to do arms and the clever twizzle. So
Yeah.
I'll stick with the left foot. So I take on what you're saying. Thank you.
Good. But it's clarified for you, Claire, is it?
Yes, it is. It is. Thank you. That is perfect. So
You're
I'll
very-
work towards the twizzle.
Yeah, work towards it. But it's not necessary. It's just a sort of, once you become confident, you start to get this heel toe, as I say, this kind of, you can see this thing going on, where you're pivoting on the heel and pushing off the balls of the foot. And when
Yeah.
you're doing that, it facilitates not having to go in before you go out.
Yes.
You're here. So I'm turning out and I'm pushing off.
Right.
I mean, so I'm no
Yeah.
longer just kind of stuck in this overturned out position. I'm actually, I don't know,
Yeah, it's more fluid. Yeah.
it allows a sort of traveling flow. It is more fluid, but it's just as good to turn in, to turn out, to turn in. It's much more, how do you say, earthed by doing that, by turning in, by turning out, because you're continuously feet planted into the floor. Whereas the pivot turn, we've got yin and yang. We've got one foot on the heel, we've got one foot on the balls of the foot. It's a little bit more, I don't know, would you say it's more advanced, but it's a little bit more, there's a trick to it, shall we say? Yeah.
Thank you
How did
very
everyone
much.
else find it? Happy? Is that useful? Yeah.
Like capoeira, spinning. It's like a dance, capoeira. So I remember it's kind of a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there is definitely with Master Lok's work, especially this one, not so much in the Phoenix, but there's a lot of spinning. But it's really, if you haven't done research into Bagua, Master Lok's a Bagua master, so it's circle walking. It's all about vortexes, you know, it's continuously rotating. So he's brought some of that energy from Bagua into this Tai Chi form, which is very nice.
Like it.
Good, you like it, excellent. Okay, folks, so shall we look at the end of, oh gosh, time flies. Shall we just look at the end of the form, just to finish class? We'll just do a few moments on that last tiny section. All right. So we'll go from our golden cockerel position to the end of the form. So we have just done our circling, right hand over left, circling up and over, feeding down into the right foot, and the right hand becomes as if you're on a little pillar to help support you, and the left side comes across. And there's your golden cockerel position. So you're lengthening through the top of the head, you're looking over your fingertips, and your elbow is in line with your knee, your shoulders over your hip. And we're going to step down, pressing down onto the left platform and bringing the right side up and pressing the heel of the hand down. So it's the same on the other side. So 2 golden cockerels or a jump kick. And we step down on the right foot and we make a right hug ball. So right hand on top, left hand underneath. And we're going to step diagonally back. And this is just the same as our opening move, but it's on the other side. So we're stepping to the diagonal. Our hands are in line with our feet. Left palm facing in, right palm facing down, pressing the blade of the hand away. So it's like our emerging dragon. So if you see, it's like this. Yeah, good. Okay. So we're going to turn the waist a little bit to the left. And from our open hand position, we curl our hands into fists and draw in. So from here, we're drawing in. Just do it for myself. Drawing in. Okay. So your right palm, the right palm is the back of the palm is coming in. You see what I'm doing there? And your left palm is still facing up. Let's see. Okay, so that's drawing in and that's preparing for our spinning kick. Yeah. So let's do that again. We'll do right cockerel. Sorry, left arm up, left leg up. And the other side, right arm up, right leg up. Stamp down, right hug ball. We step diagonally back, and splitting the hands, left up, right down, arms in line with legs, fill your back. So here's another one of these spins. We come turning to the left, contract. So you're just pulling your hands into fists and squeezing in a little bit. Good. Now what we're going to do is bring the right arm circling up and the left arm down. Right arm up, left arm down. So right arm up, left arm down. So from here to here, right arm up, left arm down. See what we're doing? So from here to here, and circle. And that circling motion and the rotation of the center is going to be enough to bring us round. So again, from here, drawing in, circle. And of course, we're turning our waist as well. So again, from here, make fists, contract. And as we start to circle, we feed the weight into the front leg. As the arms are pushing out, that's when we lift the back leg. And we just let the momentum take us round and come back to where we started. So even if you haven't been doing the spins up until now, maybe you'd like to have a play with it as a standalone exercise. You're here, you make fists, you draw in, circling, left up, right down, feeding into your left foot and lift the leg and just let it come back to exactly where it is, where you started. So you finish. This position, as Willem says, is very like the Chen style stance. I love the name. It's called Head of the Beast. This is called Head of the Beast. You can imagine you've got the beast by the horns and you're tackling it. So it has this lovely position. So let's try it again. So open, squeeze in, contract, gathering into your right. Right hand up, left hand down, feed your weight into the right, lift the left leg, or I said it wrong, and head of the beast. We'll do it again. One more time. Ready? So in towards your right. Left hand up, right hand down, weight into the left, lift the right leg and step down. And go back down into this head of the beast. And it's like you're screwing yourself into the floor. So it helps you to land and get your bearings. Good. Drawing in. So from palm facing up here, palm facing down, and step back and open. Left hand up, right hand down, empty stance. So, like so. See? Eye of the fist, little finger edge pointing out, palm facing out, empty stance. I think that's Immortal, Sacred Sword. Open hands, come in, come out. Deep breath. Good. Now, we really kind of crammed that in at the end. Next week, we'll look at the last section in more detail, I promise, and we will practice and clarify that. But it's nice to clarify anything, isn't it? Folks, I will say thank you so much. I'd like you to do a thorough warm down now, please, before you just sit. Thank you and see you next time.